Moody was around 55 years old. His wife had died long back because of getting frequent transfers. He could not get married again. Moody always had a smile on his face. Sometimes, his smile was misunderstood for laughing. His hair was parted in the center, and the whole line was 6 inches wide. As he did not have hair in the center of his head.
It was Sunday yesterday. Today it's Monday. Tomorrow it will be Tuesday. And day after Wednesday. Half a week is past. And we did nothing.
On seeing a postman, he would spring upon him and would ask,
"Is there any letter?"
"What is the name?"
"Not any. If there is any letter, give it to me."
Moody loved to play euphonium in the mess. A large and shapeless instrument, which has to be swirled around the body, and blown on the mouthpiece, by which a discordant, wailing sound appears to travel through the ears. Blow the mind. Everyone was sick and tired of his humming. But for Moody, it was his most loved musical instrument.
It is an instrument that can be played melodiously, equally by a learner and an expert.
Some instruments are worse than a euphonium. And that is, 2 euphoniums.
Whenever Tick taught us something, he would give us a chance to clear our doubts.
Does anyone have any query? Except then Moody Jones.
Shorty was so fatigued. Many a times, we couldn't realize his presence around us.
Shorty is like a photographer. He sits in the darkroom and waits to see what would develop.
He was so lazy that he would play once in a year. And rest of the days, he would just say,
"Repeat."
Bill was extremely thin and very talkative. I think he must have been attached to a gramophone's pin.
I was so thin in my childhood that many a times my teacher would mark me absent.
Posey and Fatty were almost same. Stout and funny. Posey was from Poland, and he was scared of Irish removal. Huff was a gullible person. He had a cool temperament. Moody had an American friend named Snow White. He would often come to meet Moody. Tony's bungalow was very near to our mess, where Tony lived with his wife and 3 daughters. Julie, Rosie, and Lisa.
Attention. Attention.
Everybody thought that Juliet was the prettiest girl on the planet. And that was true, she really was. All of us were fond of Juliet. But she used to ignore everyone. When she came out for horse riding, we would hang around on our cycles. Though there were more horses there, but they were so huge. All we needed was to climb on horse by snowboarding. Then one day, a strange thing happened. While I was busy painting, I felt someone's presence around me. I turned around and saw it was Julie.
This painting is beautiful. Will you teach me painting?
This is very easy, you will learn soon. Next day, while I was teaching her, all the gentlemen came out and sat near us. Some of them brought their easels and started painting. But Julia did not notice any of them. All of them envied me for that. Well, I had promised for a few days, but many days passed, and we were still on second lesson to them. All of them were very angry with more family used to live nearby. Sundaram's family. Sundaram was from South India. He was living with his wife, 2 daughters, and a daughter-in-law. His son used to stay out for his work. We had a guy named Pen in our mess. He was from South India. And Pen often talked about Sundaram's daughter, Raj. He used to praise Raj so much, as if she is the only beautiful girl in Asia.
Raj is so beautiful. She wears beautiful clothes. She sings beautifully. She dances beautifully.
I have been to Sundaram's house so many times, but I have never seen her dancing. Whenever I went to his house, I could hear light background music. Music of babies crying. Children crying different voice types. Tenor, countertenor, or baritone. But here, there was synergism of all mixed tones. Eventually one day I dared to ask about the number of children conducting this musical in the house regularly.
This is my older son's child. He is teething.
I wondered, how could one child sing so beautifully, in solo, duet, and chorus, all by himself? There was hubbub and a mess. All of them were very angry with me for Juliet.
Lanky, this is not fair. Give others a chance. How selfish are you? Which kind of friend are you?
Next Saturday, we had a party in the club. All of us attended the party. It was overcrowded in the hall. Matron also came along with her nurses. Moody like one of the beautiful nurse. Actually she was the same nurse, because of whom Shorty had extended his stay in the hospital. Moody and I were looking around. That suddenly one guy came running towards us. And bang, he hit on Moody's face.
Oh. I am sorry. I thought you were Birdie.
Even if I was Birdie, then also you are not supposed to hit me so hard.
When you are not Birdie, it does not make any difference how hard would I hit him.
Let me take you to a beautiful girl.
And handed over me to Megan. That matron was almost a tech store. She even talked to me like this.
Let's both of us talk about me.
I somehow dumped the matron and joined Moody. All 3 of us sat down in a corner.
Tell me something about your life. Your life's plans. Your goals and wishes. Or maybe, about your phone number. Let's go for a movie together.
I'm going out of station, for a few months. For training.
Then it is mandatory, to fall in love at first sight.
I was sitting lonely, and matron came and sat with me.
Let us talk about me.
Suddenly, something sparkled. Julie entered the hall. Everything was paled in front of her. Everyone started looking at her. All the eyes were fixed on her.
Hello, lanky boy.
And soon, Mrs. Tony and I were talking. She must be wondering where my concentration was. And I was wondering what had I eaten that day. At first I got Nathan. And now Mrs. Tony. Huff and Julie were talking. Then suddenly it came Bill. And dodged Huff. And started talking to her. On the other side, Posey and Fatty were waiting. Now in this case, one person could hardly talk to her. Then another one would come and try to talk to her, along with sarcastic comments.
I had my photograph in newspaper. How much amount was fixed on you? I wish I would have died before meeting you. If you get another chance to relive your life, make sure that you refuse. Posey, you act like a bull. And your brain is no different. Even I think so, clever people think alike. And foolish are never disagree to each other.
It's useless to argue with you all. You can wheel out even an ostrich.
Mooney was staring at us angrily. He called all of us in a corner and thrashed us.
I feel pity on you people. I would have been sick and tired. I would have been enraged with anger. I would have been angry on your foolishness. Only if I were not busy by myself. Why don't you people resolve mutually?
How can this matter be resolved? This situation is so intricate that it can distress even Aristotle.
Let me decide. Shorty, you are very short. You are looking funny with her. Bill, you haven't shaved for months. Looking like a hooligan. As if you have come from Stone Age. Go and sit aside. Posey, you are sick. Fatty, your clothes are wrinkled. Have you taken it out from an earthen pot? Now Lanky and Huff. Both of you look handsome. I will toss for you.
I gave Moody a hint.
Ask for heads.
He took our coin from his pocket and threw it. Heads. It was heads.